wondering why we're here in the middle of the bush. We're about 600 k's northeast of Perth in a place called Dalgaranga. And there's a few of these vans and caravans around. We all belong to a mob called Track Care, and we're a bunch of guys that like to do a project out in the bush, or probably more importantly, we like camping and we like to have a bit of a glass of wine at night. We have a sense of purpose when we're out in the bush. So this is a new project which I'll get Frank a little bit later to show you what it's all about. But we're actually going to do up one of the old homestead cottages on a station that is now National Park, part of the DBCA and the Minangu Joint Management Board, who have come together and are trying to and will succeed in putting together this place, this area, for the benefit of public use and environmental benefit as well. Anyway, let's go and find Frank. This is the old cottage we're looking at doing up, and that's Dave, one of the happy helpers. And we believe it was built in the early 1900s by A.R. Richardson, in the day, one of the pioneers of sheep farming in the north. But as you can see, there's a lot of work. This cottage had probably reinvented itself over the last 100 years. But I'm going to get Frank in a short period of time just to let you know what we actually have to do. He's the leader of what we're going to build, and so Frank, tell us a bit about what we're doing.
Sure, Colin. We are rebuilding this homestead. As you can see at the moment, there's a lot of rubbish around the place. It's a mess. That's all got to be cleaned up.
Behind you. So up there, Frank, I see the roof. There's a bit of roof there. That's obviously a big job.
That one's not too bad. It only needs a few battens and tins. Come up here. This is going to be reinstated to a veranda, so we're going to have posts, all the timbers, so that's got to be cleaned up. The new area there's got the new tie downs to the building's got to be put in. Obviously all this area's got to be cleaned up, which will be starting tomorrow. Once we get into the building here, we'll go into the kitchen first. So the kitchen has the ceiling is dropping, or it's almost gone through the rain, so that's got to come out. A new ceiling put back in. Obviously the area in here is cleaned up. Windows glassed, doors repaired, and area generally cleaned up. Then we go into the area.
Okay, this area then.
This is a sleeping area, so that we've got to plug that wall there. This wall is an issue at the moment, is that it's collapsing. It's been undermined, so everything's collapsing. They want to keep the brickwork, which I don't know how. So we're going to build around it and let them deal with that. Again, we've got ceiling to do. We have the roof rafters, the hip through here needs replacing, so a bit of timber work through here, and then we start doing some cladding. But
walking out here again, this whole area where it's just rubbish area used to be a veranda.
Correct, it was found an old photo that did have a veranda on it, so we're going to reinstate with posts and then put up all the timbers, rafters, battens, and then sheet it with the veranda. It's got the concrete on the bottom. There was a room that was actually closed off to a room in there. At the moment, we're not decided whether the room's going to be reinstated or just bring the veranda out.
Right, yeah.
So that's at this stage.
So Frank, we're trying to do a lot of this in 9 days. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think we're going to be against it in that we haven't got a lot of the material, a lot of the gear that we need. For example, the acro props aren't here. We can't really make a start in a lot of it without acro props, because that's all got above you is all going to be acro propped.
So when are they coming?
We'll find out later.
Is Pete going to get them, is he?
I hope so.
Veranda,
this area here, we've obviously got to clean it all up, reinstate the door, get that working. This timbers here and posts are all gone, so we'll have to replace these. That's all going to be done and tied back down. The roof here is good. That's obviously been replaced at some point. To do some work on the concrete here. That's starting to fall apart, and the wall is actually again collapsing here.
Let's just have a look at that.
Yep.
So that's just been eroded with air and water over time, I presume.
Water that's got into the foundation there, and it's breaking that down. This is a reasonably new roof. Our intention was to just acro prop that back up and do the posts and leave all that in situ and then tie it down.
Yeah.
But again, without acros, we can't do that. And tidy up the area.
Great.
Stay
great.
work.
Yep. First evening, lovely campfire. Look at that, 22 of us. Hopefully we make good dent in all this work. Lovely. You'll meet all of these over the next few days. We've all got a bit of a story to tell.